How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and I'm back with another another episode in my No Man's Sky series. This this series is getting close, I believe, to the end, and glad you've been here with me through it. Uh, it's been lots of fun. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our have had our brakes slammed on a couple of times, must say. Um, but we've always come through it. So, last episode we finished up. We got our two engine systems online. So now we have the ability to visit red stars with our frigates. We have the ability to visit green stars with our frigates. We've got a couple more missions out here, which we're going to collect right now. We got some Gek relics, some Vikine effigies, some Nip buds, some nanites, pearls, more pearls, and yeah. So that was a little bit of exploration there. Didn't really net us much. I mean, it got us the pearls, which are okay, I guess. Let's see what this fleet command is up to. This one was going to be a lot longer. I think this was one of 17 hours. Which even after, recording the last video yesterday, we still got some time here. 29 minutes. So let's see how we're doing. Looks like we're doing okay. Everybody's in good rating. Our fleet rating is through the stars, and so I'm hoping we get some good results from that. So let's grab our spoils of questing, which will be over here. Put them in our storage. We'll put them in our outfit, and then put them in our storage. Let's hold on to the effigies. Actually, we have so many effigies. Let's sell these. We'll keep the nip buds. I think we have a lot of these pearls too. We might sell the pearls. Let's check. Yeah, we have a stack of the pearls. So I'm gonna sell these guys. I don't know that they're used for much. No, it's used for trading. So holding on to them is kind of useless. Because they're only used for trading. But I'll hold on to one stack because I've said that before, and it's bit me in the ass. So I'll hold on to the one stack, just in case somebody comes along and, oh, we need that. And I'll be like, oh, wouldn't you know? I happen to have that. All right, but otherwise we're doing pretty good. Otherwise we're doing damn good, actually. Got our stellar extractor core here, which is full, so we'll empty that out. Right now we're gathering yellow star material because we're in a yellow star system. But if we go to some other systems, we can gain other types of materials. I forgot to sell the effigies. Okay. So now that we do have a way to cross different systems, we should actually have better warp capabilities, or better warp jumps, I should say. So we're going to go to an Atlas station, and you can see now we only have to take 2 jumps to get there, because we can go through this nice little green system right here. It was going to take 3 jumps. Now it's only going to take 2. Well, that and we improved our jump distance, but still, we wouldn't have been able to make this jump without that green star system engine, which we just got installed. So we are now able to jump to green systems. We're able to jump to red systems. Not blue yet, though. We're going to need quite a bit of salvage frigate components if we want to jump to blue systems. I think it's 16 we need. So that's a big ask. What do we have? We have a verdant planet, we have a freezing planet, We have a mismatic planet. And we have a toxic moon. Interesting. And what do we gain in this system from the stellar extractor core? Green stellar matter. Which I'm guessing is going to be sulfine? I guess then it's green. Green for green. I don't know what we get in red. Because, I mean, things have different colors, eh? There's a green, there's a purple. You'd almost think the color would match the system, but meh. But right now we're processing green class stellar material out of this thing. So if we were to park here, we'd find out what green class stellar material is. But we're not going to stay parked here because we have an Atlas station to visit. So let's tally ho. Let us tally ho and get to our Atlas station so we can move on to the next step of our eventual end of days. I'm surprised there was a space station in that system. Usually the green stars and the blue stars and the red stars, they usually don't have stations. At least in my experience. Usually it's just the yellow star systems that have the stations. So that's kind of interesting. Unless I just haven't visited enough. Alright. We're in the Euclid system. We have a nice station, and there's an Atlas interface here somewhere. Now when we visit the Atlas interface, shit sometimes goes sideways. So before we visit the Atlas interface, I'm gonna dump all my crap. That's what this storage right here is for. The storage is to basically rid myself of anything the Atlas station might decide I don't necessarily need. So we're gonna park this. Actually, I'm gonna keep these two because that's kind of what the Atlas wanted me to have. That's what it told me to have. But I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff because I don't need this shit broken. That's the only problem with going to the Atlas station when you're at this point. Is if it sends you to the next universe, it will break your shit. So you want to make sure you have everything off of you. Now the remembrance thing, this is what we're trying to build. We need the heart of the sun, which we can't get yet. I think that's what we're here to actually get. So we'll leave that on us. We'll leave these on us. But that's it. And we're going to swap out to a multi-tool that's a piece of crap. Although the other multi-tools, I should stow the other multi-tool. But I don't have a multi-tool. I don't have the multi-tool station. That was something I was supposed to pick up. That was something I was supposed to pick up on Atlas. Or I should say on the Nexus. The Nexus station, not Atlas. So we drop off all of our units here so they don't get broken. And then we're going to go and we're going to get... we want to take a junk ship. We don't want to take any of our good ships. We want to take a junk ship. So we're leaving our good ships behind. We're grabbing one of the crappy ones that we grabbed and kind of fixed. Where's the fighter? Where the hell's the fighter? Oh, it's over there. I fixed up the fighter more than I fixed up that guy. There's the fighter. Jodine's Junker. As you can see, everything's broken except, you know, the pulse engine, the launch thruster, and the deflector shields, and the weapons. Everything else is busted on this thing. We don't even have warp capability. Warp drive's broken. Alright. Before we go to the Atlas interface, we are going to call Space Anomaly craptastic. I can swing back around. I don't have any of my data things with me. should be able to get it here without actually getting out of my ship, though. Consumables? There they are. Grab the salvage data. Toss in my exosuit. Okay, and we're back out. Okay. Now we can go to the anomaly. Which, did I call it? I don't think I called it. I think I was gonna call it, and then I went, oh shit. Alright, we'll dock at the anomaly. And we will unlock the storage unit for our tools. Because there's a couple things that can happen. There's a couple things that can happen when you reach the end of the galaxy, and I'm not really sure what is going to happen. So, I know you get basically get thrown into the next galaxy as a new player, but you're not a new player. Now, what that means, I don't really know. I don't really know what that means. I'm pretty sure you keep things like your freighter and your old base back here in the Euclid Galaxy. Yeah, everything stays as far as that's concerned. However, I don't know about the stuff that's on you. So I don't know if your suit gets wiped, or I don't know if your stuff in your suit gets broken. Okay, so that's what I need right there. So 5. Ooh, that costs a lot to get that, but I need it. I need the weapons rack. Alright. So we'll unlock that, we'll unlock this, and then we'll unlock the weapons rack. There we go. Alright. Force me to use money. Or force me to use data. Jerks. Alright, so we'll get the alternate landing pad too. And how about the message thing? Message thing might be cool to have. Yeah, let's get the message module. Okay. So I used up all my points. That's fine. I did get my storage rack, which is what I came here for. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up putting my good weapons, my good multi-tools, on the storage rack in the freighter. Because as far as I know, you get to keep your freighter, and everything that's on your freighter is fine. Any ship that you take with you is going to get wrecked. And I don't know if your inventory is going to get wiped. I have no idea how that works. But I do know any ship that you take with you is going to get wrecked. And any tools that you have on you get wrecked. To a point. I'm not exactly sure if additional tools get wrecked, or if it's just the tool that you currently have active, which is why I'm going to stash my good tools. And I'm also pretty sure the equipment on your suit gets wrecked. So, for example, if I still had all the protections and everything on my suit, they would all get wrecked. That's what I've been told. I don't know if it's fact or fiction, but that is what I've been told. So I am preparing in advance for that to be the reality, because it's better safe than sorry, as some people might say. So we want the weapons rack. I'm going to put it in kind of a. I guess I kind of like it down here. We'll put the light just through the wall. Really kind of stick out like that, maybe. Something like that, maybe. That looks alright. Okay, so we'll go to our multi-tool archive here, and we will stash this. We'll stash that guy. We'll stash the Basilisk Crown. We'll stash both of those. We'll keep the Waveform guy on us because it's the crap multi-tool. Okay, so we're all good now. We have a crap multi-tool on us. Let's make sure. Okay, so we got that. And we're going to take our crap ship, which is the fighter. And we've cleared out our tech, so none of that'll get wrecked. So we should be alright now. We should be alright. But like I said, it's going to start us like a new character, so we'll probably have to go get the stupid oh, what do you call it? The oh, hi freighters. They'll probably have to go get the stupid thing again. The oh hell, what the hell's it called? At the very start, we had to go get it through the storm. Hermetic seal. We'll probably have to go get the stupid hermetic seal again, fix our ship, yada yada yada, so it'll fly. But we'll be in a new system with new planets, new types, and all that good stuff. We're going to go for a lush galaxy, so we get a lot more nice planets. Because a harsh galaxy sucks. Alright, so we got our crap ship, we got our crap gun, we got our crap everything. A crap outfit. What the heck is that? This could be some warp fuel, probably. Warp cells. Always gives us warp cells. It's like, yay, thank you for visiting me. Go visit me again. Yeah, I don't understand Atlas. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence, the Gekbaki and Korvax. The stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns within the deep. Every world that turns, and every form that lives, the Atlas offered it all. Consent! I take the gift of knowledge, certain in my decision that all doubts are silenced, the stars await me. Okay, so now I've learned the englobed shade, which is the captured nanode with pure ferrite. Okay. Oh, do I have to talk to you again? I don't know if I've had to... No. Alright, so we got our next one. Can I get some languages? Please give me more words. Please give me words. I'd like to understand the Atlas. Nope, it's not going to give me words. Yeah, bastard. Sometimes they'll give you words, sometimes they don't. Depends on the station. Alright. So now we head back to our ship, which is... Where are you? Over here, I think. I wasn't sure if that was going to jump me or not. That's why I was so cautious. The first time I went in completely unprepared, and now we're stuck doing this build a sphere thing. If I would have been prepared then, I could have just done it, and we'd be on to the next galaxy, but I was not prepared. I was not prepared to lose everything that I had with me. Or have it wrecked, I should say. I was not prepared to have it wrecked. Alright, let's... So these guys, we can now upgrade to these guys. There we go. And do we have anything for this? It appears we don't. So now we got these englobed shades. Okay. And we got to move on to the next station now. So, yeah. Next station. Well, we're gonna put this in the freighter. Not really useful for the freighter. It only gives you, like, I think it's 25% fuel or some shit like that, but it's a good place to store it. Alright. Let's jump to our next target, which we're not doing the Galactic Core anymore, we're doing Atlas Stations now. So we got another one down here through a... Oh, that's a yellow star, okay. Jumpity jump jump. We'll check and see how much fuel we got when we get there. Might need to recharge. But we're pretty much on our path now. We're on our path to the end, or at least to the next system. Then I got to decide whether or not I want to continue the series once we've cleared it and basically finish the story. Because once you get to the next system, the story's pretty much over. I mean, you can keep on continuing from system to system to system if you want. There really is no end. But as far as the story goes, as far as the main story goes, that's kind of where it ends. Once you've reset. Once you've reset. I could be wrong. I don't think everything starts over again. I don't think the story starts over again, and you get to go through the whole thing with you know, Polo and all. You know, I don't believe it starts all over again. Oh yeah, we're out of fuel. So at that point, it's basically base building and exploration. That's all that's left. There's no story left. So I think at that point, we can basically just say, you know, we beat the game, kind of. We've solved the mystery. We've completed it. Because there is no completion. There's no completion. There's no victory at the end of the road. Basically, it's just you're stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in a cycle of restarting the galaxy over and over and over again, and moving from one galaxy to the next. Which, I mean, the further you go, the better chance you have of finding systems that have never been seen before. So if you're into naming systems, and if you're into, you know, discovering planets and naming creatures and all that stuff, if that's stuff you love, then you're gonna, after you get done the Euclid system and you're into the next system, or even the system after that, the further you go, the more systems you traverse, the better your chances of running into stuff that nobody's ever seen before. I mean, it's gonna auto-generate like it is now, so it's not gonna be a huge difference as far as the game experience goes. But you're going to have a chance to start labeling stuff and start recording stuff that people haven't seen yet, or places people haven't been to yet. I mean, even in this system, you know, there's going to be places people haven't been to yet. Like, if I look at the system I'm in now, nobody's been here. I just discovered it. Nobody's ever been here before. So it's not like you can't find that in the Euclid galaxy. You know, discovered today, discovered by me, discovered by me. All of these are discovered by me. Nobody's been here before. So, in a sense, you can still find that here. In fact, the system where I set up my base is the same thing. It's never been surveyed before. I was the first one there. I named the planets. I started naming different critters, I believe I did. But, you know, you can find that in the Euclid galaxy. You don't have to go to the other galaxies to find that. So, going to the other galaxies is kind of, you know, there's a point to it, but in the same note, there's not really a point to it. It just starts everything over again. So, anyway, Atlas Station. Let's go. We got one more jump to get there. It's in a yellow system. I'd like to see a yellow. I'd like to see an Atlas Station that's not in the yellow system. That'd be nice. But that's where they all seem to be. They all seem to be in yellow systems. They want them accessible to players, I guess. I don't know. They don't want you to have to jump through loops to get to them. Even though I wouldn't really call it jumping through a hoop to get to, you know, a red system or whatever. And an Atlas interface right by the space station. It's like parked right by the space station. That's cool. Alright, I don't have to prepare because I'm already prepared. I've already, yeah, we're good to go. Did I ever finish this? Oh no, I need the Heart of the Sun, and I don't know how to get that. I don't know how. I think that's what I'm working towards here. I think I'm working towards the Heart of the Sun, which will let me install this. Which I guess lets me keep my knowledge when I transfer to the new galaxy? I'm not sure. It said everything you know was within, so I'm guessing that's what it's about. I'm guessing it's about saving yourself, or saving your, you know, saving your information, saving your, so you don't forget when you reach the next iteration, shall we say? I guess that's what they call it, the next iteration. Woo! We missed. We missed the door. Swing her back. And I like how the atlases change appearance. Notice this atlas looks different. Looks like an eyeball in the middle of a sphere. So we got a word there. We got a word here. Are we gonna get words over here too? Are we getting words? No, we're not getting words on the side. No. Dang it. I don't know what this is for. We're not getting words on the side there, Atlas. What the hell? You're being cheap with your words. Although you're being really good with warp cells, so thank you for that. Still can't understand you, buddy. I was born with everything I needed to explore these worlds. My exosuit, my ship, every tool, and every impulse led me to scan and give name to whatever I could find. But this, I can give no name to what I see. Within the orb, I see worlds that never were. I see the stirring of something primal and undeniable. I see the death cry of a god or something approaching to it. It wants me to persist in this journey, seeking fragments of its interface, the stones of the Atlas. It rejoices in my repetition, my compliance, my cloud of unknowing. Concede. Milestone Rosetta. I will commit myself to the voyage. In all things, I am ready. I will not falter. Now we've got the new sphere orb. Next. First, we got the material for that too. Life support 5%. We gotta go get some life support. Next time we're on our ship, there we gotta go recharge our suit. Apparently, the Atlas isn't hospitable enough to provide us with an atmosphere that we can breathe, so we have to, you know, jerk. The jerk. Well, that's a nice, beautiful blue planet behind it, behind our ship. Coming in hot. Alright, so we need to restore our... Really? You gonna make me go upstairs? Yeah, bastard. But I don't have to go upstairs to do this. Oh, I do, because we don't have enough ionized cobalt. Alright. Frick. Wait, can I make a life support gel here? Ha ha ha! I'm invincible! Oh, God. I'm horrible. Okay, so, how much do we need? We need ionized cobalt, we need... How much? How much do we need? We need 150, roughly. Roughly 150. So let's put our cobalt in here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Looking for cobalt. Chromatic metal. There's cobalt. We only need 150, thanks. Jumpin' Jiminy Christmas. Okay, you know what? We'll set it for 200, I guess. We'll set it for 200. Once we get down here. Good lord. Okay, you know what? We'll set it for 400. I'm just tired of scrolling. Alright. What do we have to drop off? Oh yeah, more warp fuel. Let me drop off some warp fuel. Here we go. We've been to the Atlas. We've got our warp fuel. How's our fleet doing? It should be back by now. Alright, why are you not back? You trying to catch up to us or what? Oh, you're back. Alright, there's a green. Okay. Mission progress. Back. All systems normal. Oh, they just got back. Alright. They literally just got back. Download mission log. Alright, what do we got? Mine valuable minerals from asteroid belt. We got a storage augmentation. Nice. Ground crew attacked. Did we kick their ass? Nanites. I'm gonna deal with a trader. That's profits. Scanned a system. And we got some units for that. Neural ducts. Ground crew attacked by a swarm of flesh-eating insects. Damn, we got money for that. Star displayed strange chromatic instability. Collected abdomen crews. Get the goods from a trader. Dimension medicinal flora. Yeah, we got nanites for that. Low gravity mining crew. Asteroid sage miners organic deposits. Collected samples and sold them. Okay, activated emerald. Nice. We got some profits from that. We got some profits for that. Cryo pumps, okay. Keen Death Cult. Countered by Keen Death Cult. Granted their wish. Navigation error led to warping into an asteroid belt while recalculating route. Ground crew. We got. Okay. Station scouting planet. Crew investigate local fruits. Seeds sprouted within crew. Oh my gosh. Rapidly colonizing them. Rescue team scanned. Resulting hybrid entity, but declined to bring them back aboard. Yeah, okay, leave them behind. At least my people are smart. Mining vessel. Some profits there. And then we return to base. Nice. A lot of stuff out of that one. Yeah. Storage augmentations. Pearls, activated emeralds. Look at all that. Pretty frickin' nice. Pretty frickin' nice. And we got a whole pile of units. 2 million. Over 2 million. That's enough for another frigate. Okay, we gotta get the stuff off of us first. Or off the ship first. Alright. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. That's a starship expansion module. Okay, it's not a freighter. Not a freighter module. Starship module. So we'll put that in here. We got 2 of those now. What else we gonna keep? What else we gonna keep? That is a trade. That is a trade. That is crafting and trading. So let's hold on to that. That is crafting and trading. We'll hold on to that. That is only trading. Okay, and we have enough of these, so we'll just sell that. We'll keep the activated emerald in here. Kabam! Oh, we already had a little bit. Nice. Now we have more. Sweet. Okay, and how are we doing over here? We should be done by now, I would think. Excellent. Excellent. Put that in. Put that in there. Put that in there. We're good to go. Good to go. Let's get these puppies upgraded. It's fine. How do you do? And we'll sell off pearls that we have on us. We'll sell off the flowers. Neural ducts. Key effigy. Sell off those. Okay. Good to keep going. Let's fire up our warp drive. Next at the station. Oh! One jump. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we are here. We are here. Ow. My friggin' ear off. Alright. Next Atlas visits. Let's find out what we got going on this one. Let us find out what we going on this one. Here we go. Dropped me out of the warp at the wrong station. Or, pulse flight, whatever you want to call it. How's it going, Atlas? Okay. Put this over here for some reason this time. Reality. Our sphere's even different this time. It's like a cracked orb. Oh, there's two beams that time. Two things. And there's no frickin' warp field, you cheap prick. Feel the stirring of hearsay within my mind. At each interface, an Atlas stone awaits me. I'm driven to gather them. But to what end? Why does the omnipotent require my prayer? What is wrong with the heart of existence? That its creator requires this pilgrimage, this dance of grinding stones. Can't lie. I answer the question. I will not turn away from the challenge. The Atlas guides me, and I will answer its call. Yada yada yada. Now we're gonna make dark matter. Then we get to make the sun, right? Just the star, whatever you want to call it. The thing. There, we're out of here. Atlas and its frackin' pilgrimage. Alright, back to the ship. Yeah, I knew we weren't gonna make it past the station. Jerks. Gotta put the station right in line with our friggin' capital ship. Oh, frig off. Unsafe trajectory. I'll give you an unsafe trajectory. How's this for unsafe trajectories? Whee! Alright, can we just upgrade these? Oh, it only needs 5 magnetized ferrite. That's it. Okay. Next. Next. Oh, how are we doing for fuel? Oops. How are we doing for fuel? Empty it? Yeah, we're 40. We're good. Next. 2 jumps. Get this damn pilgrimage done. My crew's probably like, what the fuck? Don't worry, guys, I'm bringing you with me. Hopefully it doesn't break shit on our freighter. That would suck. We just gotta have this crap installed. Alright. Although I would like a freighter upgrade. Can you handle that, buddy? No? No? Can't give me a freighter upgrade? No? Okay. Alright. Let's hope we got enough juice for this last jump. There we go. And we are here. Oh, this one's already been discovered. Obviously somebody else on a pilgrimage. Somebody else probably on their pilgrimage. We're not getting any words this time. Correct? Get some words. Word for we, got the word for beyond. How many words are you gonna give me? Oh, of. Word for of. Hour, okay. We're just gonna keep going around this station because this is one of the stations that gives you lots of words. Some of these stations don't give you any, some of them give you lots. So we're gonna keep hopping hopping this one. Get all the little orbs. Not. Two. You can kind of tell if it's going to give you words after you hit the first 3 or 4. Don't care about the milestone. Care about the words. Yes. Okay. We're getting a good amount of words off this station. Cannot. Nice. A few more. I think this one here is the last one. Oh, nice. We got a decent amount of words off the station. Alright, and then through the three pillars of light. Then this is the station that has the Gek, the Korvax, and the Vakeen. You still can't understand half the shit he's saying. When I dream, I see the Atlas. When I see the Atlas, I am the dream. I see sentinels swarm through the universe as like an infection emerging from worlds of glass. Everything is happy there. Everything will live. I see the portals, the travelers that walk between them. I see the span of history. I see everything as the Atlas sees it, alone, abandoned, terrified. But what power could instill fear in the heart of an almighty? It asks for something. It wants to know that I understand. I understand. I understand you're about to get wrecked. I become the harbinger, the pathfinder, the seeker of ways. Through me, the universe will know itself. Dawn's End. Damn it. Another station. I thought this was the last station, but it's not. Alright, let's go. Kind of looks like my home planet. Except it's green. It's green and red. Alright. Next. Oh, gotta upgrade my Dawn's End. Next. Yo. They're like, what did the Atlas say? Same bullshit it always says. Go to the next one. How many jumps I got on this guy? 3? Oh my gosh. Oh no, 2. 2 jumps. 2 jumps for this one. Oh, and my hyperdrive's out of fuel. We gotta refuel, guys. It's good that we stocked up. Let's roll. I kind of want to park our ass in a blue system when we get to the new galaxy, but we're going to need a blue engine. That's going to be difficult to get. But that's kind of where I want to park us. I want to park us in a blue system. Because indium is actually a pretty freaking good material to get chromatic metal from. Like, we're talking ridiculous. I mean, emerald's not bad, but indium is friggin' crazy. Oh, this Atlas is in a dissonance system. Excuse me. We got a dissonance system. This could be interesting. Let's do a quick save before we continue here. Now, I kind of think I've decided what I'm going to do with the series. I've just been thinking about it while I'm flying between the stations. I think I know what I'm going to do with the series once we hit the next system. I think at that point, I'm going to call the series concluded. However, I'm not going to call the series finished. It's concluded as in, I don't think it's going to be a regular occurrence anymore. I don't think it's going to be like a bi-weekly thing, or how I've been doing it now with Pal World and bouncing back and forth between Pal World and No Man's Sky. I think that's going to come to an end. What'll be happening at that point is, what'll be happening at that point is I'm going to switch over to a casual playing of No Man's Sky. We're going to keep it going, but it's going to be more like an episode here or there instead of a constant series, like constant running series. It'll be an episode here or there. So kind of check in on our character kind of thing. Play for a few episodes and then move on to something else. But it's not going to be a regular. It's not going to be a regular series where I upload like 12, 13 episodes, over a course of 2 weeks kind of thing. It's not going to be a series. It'll just be an occasional episode here and there for when I feel like playing No Man's Sky. Because I am running it with Pal World, of course, and Pal World it's very similar. It does not really have a definitive end. Pal World doesn't have a definitive end. It has, you beat all the bosses, and that's great, but it just kind of, continues to say, live in my world. There's no victory, raising your hands in victory kind of thing. It's just, okay, you beat the last boss and life goes on. So, I think it's going to be a similar thing with that. And that's kind of why it's good that I ran these two series at the same time. Because when we hit the end of this series, and we hit the end of that series, it'll let me move on to another series. I am thinking that it's going to be Satisfactory, because I want to get back into that game. I've played a little bit here and there, but I do want to get back into that game. And I will probably be launching I might be launching a little video, just kind of a preview of maybe the last Satisfactory that I played, which wasn't online. It was not. It wasn't viewable with you guys. It was just the last Satisfactory I played. So I might produce that or put a small video of that up just to show, this is maybe what you can expect from the new series, something to that extent. I'm not a massive factory builder. I am more of a build what I need to do to get the job done kind of person. So I think a series would be interesting. Beyond the something and the something, there is only something. Well, I wish I had those words. The act of discovery for discovery's sake now seems like a foolish conceit. I've rejected the path of... whatever. I've rejected the call of the stars. Only the Atlas matters now. With each encounter, I feel as if I understand a little more. All of us are what we are. Evil arrives in the individual, and goodness is not enough. True greatness lies in sorrow, in the embrace of what we must become. Oh God. There's never been any other choice than this one. I go on, we go on, eternal, forever stretching. Oh God, really? I need flat copper? I'm pretty sure I have it, but still. It's like, come on. We're not done yet? How many more of these stones we have, for crying out loud? How many more stones we have to unlock? I'm gonna make it my life's goal just to make a whole pile of the end stone and fucking hand it out at this hand it out at the anomaly. I'll make a whole crap ton of the I'll make a whole crap ton of these Heart of the Suns and just hang out at the anomalies. Here, anybody want one? If I want to get this shit over with. My capital ship's on the back end of the space station. So of course I have to drop out of warp to get this. Yeah. Alright, coming in. Let's get to the next freaking... Hopefully the last Atlas station. Like, how many of these orbs you gotta make? This is crazy. By the way, Atlas, you don't have me converted yet. I'm just doing this shit to get to the next galaxy. I'm just doing this shit to get to the next galaxy. I don't really give a crap about what you want, Mr. Atlas. Monsieur Atlas. Oh, I thought we were going through a red star there for a minute. No, we're going to yellow. So, I still have a goal of getting a blue engine for my freighter, because I do want my home, my next home system, I do want it to be in a blue planet. So I do still have that goal. It's a lofty goal, I gotta say. It's going to require a lot of work. We're going to hammer and hammer and hammer. But I think that's going to happen kind of at the end of this system. Once we have everything together, and we're basically almost at the Atlas for its last rendezvous, I think I'll just go crazy doing fleet heists, just hammering on fleets. Don't really care if I build up or if I lose my rep at that point, because I'm not going to be in this system. I'm going to be in the next system, the next galaxy, whatever. So I'm not going to be in this galaxy anymore, so I don't really care about my rep. I don't know that it transfers over. So, I don't care if they know me as a pirate here. In the new system, I will be just an average Joe. As far as I know, anyway. I could be completely wrong with that and be fucking myself for the next system. But, this is what it is. We need a blue drive, and that seems to be the best way to get them, is just beating the shit out of the cargo ships. It seems to be the best way to go about it. Okay, we got our Atlas station here somewhere. Supposed to. Don't see it. I don't see it. But we'll go to it anyways. So I have a feeling it's going to give us this eventually. It's going to give us the Heart of the Sun. We have to craft it, and then the next one after that the next station we visit after that will be our kind of get out of the galaxy station. So that's what I'm counting on. I'm counting on making that harder than whatever. And then the very next time we visit Atlas is the time that we're going. So that's where my judgment's at for how this is going to go down. I could be totally wrong. Could be completely wrong. It might just say, hey, you can make it now. You don't need anything to craft it, just craft it. You know. Are these stations going to give me words too, or is this station going to be cheap? Oh, no, it's going to give me some words. Okay. Okay. We're getting words. The first few stations we visited did not give us words. So I'm glad that these stations are smartening up now. Some of the stations give you words, sometimes they don't. But these last three have been good. Or maybe it's the pilgrimage stations. Maybe the pilgrimage stations are the ones that actually give you the words. It makes sense because you're, you know, being more compliant with the Atlas, as it were. So it's giving us, it's rewarding us with words. So I ran through these at our first couple Atlas stations. They gave us, well, I didn't run through all of them. I ran through, you know, like 3 or 4, and they didn't give us any words at all. So those were kind of dud stations. I wish there was a way you could actually tell if it's going to give you a word. I thought maybe these ones. Well, maybe it is these ones. But then I was getting words off of some of the ones that didn't have the base under them. At least I thought I was. So here's one with a base under it. No word. See, there's one with no base under it, and I got a word. So it's just random. When it's going to give you words, I think it's just random. Or maybe it's always random, and I just had really shitty luck on the first one. Or first couple. Alright. It looks like we're back to the regular Atlas, so this could be the one that gives us the heart of the whatever. Heart of the sun, heart of the bullshit. What is learned can never be unlearned. I'm afraid that I've seen too much. There are glimpses, half-remembered visions of a time before. I see the birth of the first star. I see the things that dwelt within it, the eyes that watched. I see what the Atlas saw at the moment of its activation. Atlas stones are not stones. This station is not a station. I am not what I think I am. I'm not even sure that I exist. The Atlas does not care. The Atlas demands its whatever. It's repetition sublime. Sure. Silence my fears and review my dedication path. Only the voyage matters. The destination falls to me. Well, that's kind of bullshit, but whatever. Oh, here we go. Now we need cadmium. Well, I guess next one's going to be emerald, and then we're going to need indium. So we have what, three more stones? Hopefully. Hopefully that's us. As all we need is 3 more stones. Because this is getting annoying. This is really getting annoying. This has been an hour of nothing but station jumping. Warp jumps and Atlas station visits for a whole hour. All right, back to the ship. Back to the ship, back to the fleet. I'd like to trade up my ship. It's like a big bastion or something like that. Big ass frigate that nobody would deal with, nobody would bother fucking with. Here's the Cavion ones. Next. How many jumps to this one? 2. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Bullshit. Should have fuel. We didn't jump that much since I filled it last. What? Look at that. We're out. Okay. We better be done jumping soon because this is friggin'. We're gonna be out of fuel. I'm going through so much damn fuel. What did I start this journey with? 6 of those? We're down to 1 left. Red system. Notice red system, no station. There's none that I can see. No space station. We got our fleet ships and that's it. She's empty. She is empty. Although a lot of planets. It'd be nice if you could build your own station. That would be cool. If they brought station building into No Man's Sky, that'd be really cool. Instead of just having planets on the base or planets under the water, if you could have one actually in orbit or in space, other than your frigate, of course. I mean, the frigate building is basically building a station in orbit, but it's really not. Alright, Atlas Station, boy. So, yeah, building on your freighter is kind of like building, you know, building a station in space, but it's not because it moves. It's not a stationary object. Fly right through that fleet. And I did fly right through that fleet. One tried to contact me as I was blasting through. That's funny. Honey, I'm home. Oh, God. Here we go again. Let's run through all the word orbs. See if they give me words on this station. Oh, yeah. We're gonna get some words on this station. Few words here and there. I wonder if it's always the same ones. We'll see, because that one there had one last time. This one had one. Maybe it is the same ones all the time. Did this one? I think this one did. It did. Okay. And then as we come over here, this one did not, but that one did. Maybe it is the same ones over and over again. The same ones might have the same words. Although, that one right there, I have been to stations where that one didn't give me anything. That I can confirm. do unlock a lot of words being here, though. Or going through these. But most of the conversations I'm still having with the Atlas have me, you know, not knowing what the hell it's saying. Half the words. So I don't exactly know, you know, if it's even possible to learn all the words before the end. There's a lot of words. Become the servant of this ancient guides me through the cosmos, ever searching, never deviating. Have others come before me? Have others faltered upon the path of the Atlas? Only an ending will revelation arise. Resistance will not be permitted. The Atlas wishes for me to know what it's like to create, wishes to share some portion of its being. And it's that it cares deeply about this journey, that it's trying to show me something it cannot articulate through word or demonstration. I have no choice but to proceed. This is destined. It is the program I have always been searching. And I cannot falter. Oh, dear God. Yep, there's Emerald. Let's guess. The next one needs indium. Hopefully that's the last one. The next one, and hopefully last one, will require indium. Which I do have. I have indium. I don't know if I have the 200 emerald I'm going to need here. Fingers crossed I do. I should have at least 100 to do one of them, but I don't know if I'll have two. Alright. Oh. Do I not have emerald? I don't. Well, shit. Okay, we gotta jump to a green system. Thankfully, we can do that on our freighter. Alright, what is along the path of the Atlas? Is there a green system nearby? There is. Is there a green system that's going to put me within range of the Atlas? We have a green system down here. It's going to put me within range of the Atlas. Don't see one. Closest green system's way back up there. These are all yellows. Son of a bitch. Well, there's one right here. But I don't think it's going to put us within a range of the Atlas. It is right here. So let's jump to it. It's also a pirate system, by the way. So away we go to the pirate system. The system of pirates. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got in this system to collect. Alright, we got a toxic anomaly, we got a lifeless planet, we got a noxious planet, we got an endless morass, and we got an abandoned moon. All of them have emerald. fungal mold. uh, oh, and we got this guy up here, which is a boiling mood. Alright. Let's maybe hit the abandoned moon. That might be our best bet. Abandoned moon, here we come. Assuming I can find you. That's the boiling one. I guess you're the abandoned one hiding back there. Yep. No sentinels here. Hopefully no storms here. Just an abandoned dead moon. Should be just a rock. Really easy to spot stuff. Like that! My only issue is I don't have a train manipulator on my friggin'... I don't think my tool has a train manipulator. To gather from this. Nope. But this will give me a place to land. Free landing. And I can still collect a couple of things. I can still collect a couple of things from here. Ooh, it's a hot place. If I blast that door and blast that door, I can get into those at least. Fusion cores. And a war piper core, nice. Alright. So I can collect those at least. What would I need for a, what actually do I need for the train manipulator on this crappy ass multi-tool? Carbon nanotubes on a dihydrogen jelly. That's actually not that hard to get. Yeah. Gonna call our... Oops. We don't need that. We can call it. We got our freighter here. Oh. Here. And here. There we go. Freighter's actually here. We don't need to call. We don't need to build the thing. Get some carbon. Find some dihydrogen in somewhere around here. There it is. It's usually pretty prevalent throughout the galaxy. Alright. And we need dihydrogen jelly, and we need a couple carbon nanotubes. Which are, where are you bastards? There they are. Oh, we got more carbon. There you clear now. There we go. Installed. Acid! We needed that at one point. I think. If I recall. I forget what we needed it for, though. We needed it for something. At one point. Kind of interesting that I'm back to the very first weapon that I never actually used. Because remember we went straight to the staff, I think, at the first. The one staff I had. We went straight to using that. Pretty much right off the hop. Ah, shield. Nice. Yeah, no more pipe core. Alright. Pyrite deposit. Where's our emerald? There's emerald. Woo! We'll send it up down that hole. Yeehaw! Well, a flame is here. Alright, we got the emerald we need. For our, for these guys. We got the emerald we need for them. I feel like we should have a little bit more, though. So while we're here, let's just grab let's grab one more emerald. deposit if I could find one. Fucking hard to find. Look at that. Nothing. Sodium deposit over there. Let's head this way. Just to see if we get one that comes up. Oh, we got here sodium. That's the other sodium. Shoot it while we're going past it. We don't really need sodium. Let's shoot it while we're going past it. Let's grab a little bit. Not really focused on it. What do we got over there? Floating crystals. Emerald's pretty friggin' rare on this moon here. Just blasting through fucking shit here. These floating crystals, because the glowing mineral is actually something that we can hand in to the vendor. Or not the vendor, the guild guys. Well, here's a bunch of nav data. That's good for us too. Oh, I need hazmat gloves. Dang it. Okay, well, we're not getting those then. We ain't getting those. Get a little more dihydrogen here. Shoot some of that. Get our laser recharged. Alright, we got an emerald deposit. We got a sodium deposit. Emerald, there it is. Carbon and some hydrogen. Nice little mix. Sodium. That's all we got left is sodium deposits. Emerald seems to be really kind of rare. Kind of rare here on this rock. A lot of other stuff, but emerald is really rare. Sodium is absolutely prevalent. A lot of sodium on this planet. So that deposit we only got a little over 100. not really worth it. I'll get a storm crystal out of one of them. Your ferrite and ferrite. That's not the other ones. That's some dihydrogen. What the shit are you? Oh, you're a plant critter. You're a plant critter. You're the size of the friggin' moon. Or the planet. Oh, emerald. We just happened to run into it. Just happened to run across a nice little emerald deposit. On the way back. I just knocked somebody in there. I did. I knocked a dead something in there. I probably ran it over. $300 and some emerald? That's not bad. That's not bad considering I was heading back without it. Nice to have some extra dihydrogen just in case it's needed. $55 out of that patch. Not too bad. Volcanic event detected. There is the crash freighter. Woo! That's a bit of a hole. I want to stay out of. Yeehaw! Boom! Alright. We have a ride back. What we collect along the way? Bunch of shit. That little plow in the front there does a good job. If you're driving any little distance, it gets quite a bit of material. Alright, back to the ship. Ah, you bastards. Wait, I'm in a bad guy. I'm in a bad guy region, aren't I? We can be bad guys. See, this right here, this is the type of freighter I like. I like the looks of this freighter right here. Got the nice big spinny wheel on the front. It's got the cargo pods on the side. It's the kind of frigate I like. Kind of hard to scan though. I haven't seen anything yet though. Cargo pod, counted circuits, counted circuits, marine ether. These ones are a little hard to scan, but I like the looks of them. Platinum, uranium, final counterfeit circuits. Oh, hi! Salvage frigate module. Just broke the movie through one. I'll take the frigate fuel too. Bye-bye. It didn't even go red alert on me? Shit. I'm losing my touch. Freighter didn't even fire up its red alert. Oh, I forget fuel. Read up behind you, Barbara. I mean, we're just kind of cruising through here. Oh. I was gonna salvage frigate modules. Well, now I pissed him off. Oh, that's the Bikini. Just out the Bikini. Oh, you got your shields up. I can't tell what you're carrying. No need for frigate fuel. I'll take that. What you got over here? No need for. Right there. Oh, that's it. That's your whole cargo hold. Okay. I love how piracy brings out the pirates. I'll destroy you even in this piece of shit. Come on, buddy. I don't need my good ships to take you out. I can blow you up in this piece of shit. Let's go. Look at that. Bye-bye. Is the freighter already hijacked? It is. It's got a hole in it. There's another fleet fuel down here, wasn't there? There it is. I'll take that. Yo. Just pissed him right off. Just pissed him all right off. Alright, we have. Another one. Good lord, you guys. I think you've learned by now. I guess your buddies haven't radioed you yet to tell you that I'm blowing shit up, right? Everybody loves feathers. So many feathers. Some figure fuel. More figure fuel. Variants. So it's on board the small freighter. What you carrying? Uranium. Rag, prismatic feathers. Man, those feathers must be fucking really good for something. I don't know what the hell they'd be for, but geez. Enough people wanting them, I guess. Oh, there's two cargoes here. Two cargo freighters. What do we got? One, two. Oh, maybe we'll build some quick test. Okay. What do we got back here? Platinum. Spawn relics. Fuel. Takes a lot of frigate fuel on this one. There was like two frigate fuels down here, weren't there? Back to back. It was that one, thing. Yep. We'll just take the frigate fuel. There you go. Have a nice day. I'm now a detractor. Alright, let's get back to the station here, or let's get back to our freighter, I should say. Make our next jump. Next Atlas station. Elite, huh? Where are you, you bum? Come get some. Bye-bye. See ya. Oh! Standing with the bikini went up pretty good there. Rank 1 to rank 2. This is an easy way to build rank 2. You hang out in a pirate system, you can build rank really fast. Just don't attack the cargo ships. Don't attack the cargo ships. And instead, just attack all the pirate raiders. You'll build a reputation with the factions really quick. Yeah, alright. Let's go dump our inventory. Since we got a ton of crap on us. Oh, yeah. That's it for that. Over here to our consumables. Oops, not acid. Definitely those though. These I think are trading objects, yes. Okay, so over here, want to drop off. These are also a trading option. Yep. Drop off the acid, we'll drop off those. This and this go into the freighter. For the parts, we have another deflector shield. Love the deflector shields. Alright, we'll sell Moon Ether, User Core, and these two things go into our freighter. Getting our fuel back up for the freighter, or for the expeditions. Which is good, because we're going to need to launch some once we get to the new system. We'll have to get some materials and shit. Probably once we get there. Okay, our Atlas station, we're still 2 jumps away because we didn't do that last jump. Actually, we're not 2 jumps away. We can do 1 jump. How about that? It showed we're 2 jumps away, but nope. Nope. So this one's probably going to require indium. Here's the station. I think we're on a red system, which means there's probably no other stations here. It should just be the Atlas station. Where is my ship box? There it is. Still got nothing on me except the crap, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a station here. I didn't think there'd be a station here because I'm pretty sure this is a red system, is it not? Or is this a yellow star? This might be a yellow star. Let's do a quick scan of a planet. We'll find out what system this is. Activated copper. Okay, this is a yellow star system. You're not going to get copper on red system. You'll get indium. Or not indium. Indium? No. Red one. Starts with a C, I'm pretty sure. But the name eludes me off the top of my head. Cadmium. Cadmium, that's the name. You get cadmium in the red system. At least we're learning some decent words now, not like it and is. I don't like that it gives you the simple words first, like it and is and all that stuff, because those are the easiest words to guess. Those are the easiest words to guess. But words like sands, for example, you're not going to guess that word. That's not a word you're going to actually guess. Why am I losing, like, double the rate for friggin'... I'm losing the double rate in my life support. Look how fast my life support's going down, for fuck's sakes. the hell? And I'm not even running, I'm just walking. My life support's just tanking. Like, what the fuck? My life support literally tanked. And my Corvette's not here. I gotta come back because I don't have the friggin' life support to stay alive on this damn station. It just sucked the health rate out of me. Okay, where's my spaceship? Where is my fleet? That's crazy. I went from 20% down to 10%, down to 5%, and then I was out. Like, it sucked the life rate out of me. I wasn't even running, I was just walking. Something weird about that station. I gotta make some life support jelly to go there. Alright, let's go to our exosuit and see if we can make some. That is insane. We need a couple of these. I'll have to use one right now. Whoops. Oh my god. Okay, we should be okay on that. We should be okay on that station now. For fuck's sakes, that was crazy. Like, my life support was dropping by 2 as if I was running. As if I was at a constant run. Try this again, shall we? Oh, all the orbs are back. Damn it. I don't know which orbs I've gone to. I guess the ones that I've been to aren't gonna pop. I look at my life support just sucking out. Into these ones. I'm just walking. I'm not even running. I'm just walking. Okay, if I got this one, then I got that one. I get this one. I got that one. I know there's some of these I didn't get. I think the ones over there I didn't get. Got these apparently. Did I get these? Oh, there. I didn't get that one. Got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Got that one. Okay. I think I got these ones. Look at my life support. It is just tanking. That's crazy. Okay. Pretty sure I got all the words now. I had to be like 50% by the time I'm off the station. That's crazy. Ah, now I can understand them. There's no sanctuary, only community. Close now. I'm close to the end. Truth, the universe is fire, the soul is light, I'm the experiment and the observer, all creation constructed for my journey. I see the universe around me and I know that it is good. I see the universe around me and I know that I shall create my own. Not long now, not far to go, the stars beckon with cold fire, and I rush to meet them soon, very soon. Ugh. Here's the indium. Thought the indium was the last one, but it's not. The hell am I gonna have to make on the last one? Activate an indium or something like that? Oh, maybe I need the purple at the very end. That would suck. I don't even think my freighter has the purple one. The purple star. I don't even think my freighter can visit a purple star. We'll find out. Find out what we need. Alright, let's upgrade these guys. Their appearance like barely changed. Ridiculous. Alright, next jump. Atlas is driving me nuts. Holy shit, I can jump far. I don't need to follow the path, I can just jump. That's insane. I haven't tried doing that until now. I've been doing the 2-3 jumps, but holy fuck, I can just jump straight there. Alright. Let's see our Atlas. Is it above the station? Probably above the station. So this will hopefully be the one that gives me the final frickin' stone. This is getting tedious. 2 hours of chasing these stones. That's crazy. Alright, Atlas, let's do this shit. See, this station's not as bad. This one's only going down 1. There was something about that last station that was weird. Actually, this station's not going down by any now. Oh, there it is. And then suddenly it's not going down by any again. Weird. It's like we're going to show you your interface for a second, then we're going to take it away. Or it takes it away when I get a word. It doesn't come back. It doesn't come back right away. We're getting into the far out words now, so we should be able to handle conversations. It does seem to be the same ones that give me the words. I just can't for the love of me memorize which ones they are. I'd go straight to them. Yeah, see, if I run, then it's 2. If I walk, it's 1. So that last station was like I was constantly running. Do not turn away, know our inescapable truth and despair. The final interface is revealed, the Atlas beckons. I am elated, terrified, broken. I've come so very far, it wishes for me to obey. When to hold the power of creation, it will be in chains. I am gifted power, I am enslaved. The imitation of life. Finally! Gold, that's it. Alright. What a chain to craft that, though, for crying out loud, jeez. Ridiculous. Alright, let's go. Finally make the last one. And then I'm pretty sure we get to move on to the next galaxy. I hope you're prepared for a trip, guys, because we gonna go somewhere. And it ain't here. Oops. Okay. I need that to finish off that. Remembrance is installed. Everything I ever knew was a thing. Now, I'm going to put the other heart. The other heart's going to go in here. So I don't accidentally get rid of it or whatever. Keep the life support gel on me, just in case. And I'm going to top up my life support with the oxygen on board. Top up that. Make sure that's already charged. Everything's charged, okay. Get everything charged. Now comes the fun part. Get to find out what this remembrance thing is all about. So I think our next Atlas visit is our reset. So, ooh, it's out there. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. So how far is that jump? How far is the jump to here? 417, and I can make that. Whew. 417. That freighter's a frickin' beast, man. Discovered by Bass Bass Bass. Alright. Love it. Okay, so before we visit the Atlas, there's one more thing I want to do. And that is, I want to pull these off. We'll leave them in the freighter. Or, well, should I leave them in the freighter? I don't know if I should leave them in the freighter or if I should store them in my storage. You know what? Maybe I'll store them in my storage. Just to be on the safe side, along with all this. Because I'm thinking our freighter comes with us, but I don't know for certain if it does. And if it doesn't, I want to have storage. I want to have this in storage. Okay. As far as I know, whoops. As far as I know, your storage stays. So we're going to put all this stuff in storage. As far as I know, your storage travels with you. We're going to put all this in storage. All this fuel in storage. So we'll have it on the other side. Should anything happen to the freighter. The freighter breaks or whatever. I want to make sure all that stuff is stored. Okay. Because all your storage is, as far as I know, your storage is tied to your character, not your vessels or anything. It's all tied to your character. So when my character transfers, the storage should transfer. At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't actually know if any of this is even necessary, but we're gonna pretend that it is. Take the safe path, as it were. Take the path of caution. We're taking an already broken ship. We're taking a piece of crap weapon. We're taking all the stuff off of our bodysuit. All the stuff off our freighter. We're gonna hope to hell that when we transfer, everything's good. This is a unique station. We have no words. No words at all. And it looks like we have a nice little altar or something up ahead of us. It knows we're here for something. It knows this ain't a normal visit. Interesting. So what are we supposed to be doing? Atlas Seed Chamber. Wait, what? Do I have to fill all these with something? What resonates pulsing in my knowledge of its Atlas Seed from my mind? The spirit of the captured nano belongs here. Whisper the seed's name. Globe Shade belongs here. Whisper the seed's name. Oh, where shit's going down here? These are all the seeds that we created. Well, 3 more, though, technically. The final seat's the one in the middle here. I still missed a couple of words. Stand at the interface of the Atlas. I stand at the Forge of Worlds. This is how it showed me what it was. This is how the Atlas shared the nature of its life, the workings of its mind. It never required prayer, it never required worship. All that it asked me, all that it ever wanted was just input. I was just a user. I can feel the seeds, their hidden knowledge, gravitating towards the increased core. The void is meant to be filled. Nothingness yearns for a soul. Ugh! I didn't bring the heart of the sun with me. Nothingness yearns for a soul. If I do this, a star will be born. If I do this, I will become more than I ever thought possible. Damn it! I don't have the heart of the sun with me. Rarely begun to formulate this. This is on my mind. I feel the response to the title swirl of crimson light that begins to rise behind my eyes. Soul creation. All purposes used to prologue. Helps me feel my desire such a force. Ah, I don't have it with me. Bastard! I didn't know I needed it with me. Son of a bitch. Mark of the Denier. I didn't have it with me. God damn it. I didn't know I needed one with me. I thought I had to build it into that friggin' knowledge thing I have. Ugh. Tiny mote of stardust, no more than a speck. On closer examination, its surface is all crystalline shards of distorted primitive geometry. It flickers on pent-up energy, demanding to be freed. Empower the mark as you discover systems, planets, and objects across the universe. Okay, that's great. What I really need to do is go back and get the damn frickin' heart of the thing, because I didn't know I needed to bring it here. Hopefully it'll let me. Ugh. This Atlas path is so frickin'. Not that it's confusing, it just doesn't tell you what you need to be doing. It doesn't say, hey, bring this stone to me at the final, whatever. So let's grab the stone, and hopefully we can go back to it and activate it. Because I do want to get out of the Euclid system. Alright, freighter. Storage container. Oh no, where do we put it? We put it in the, whoops. We put it in, not the element storage, crafting components? No, consumables? There it is. Okay. So we want that with us. Okay. Let's see if it'll accept it. It gave us the mark of the denier, so I don't know if it's going to accept it. It might be locked in now, which would suck. It would mean loading a save if we had to go through with it. We'd have to load a save. So we just created a restore point there, but we could travel back to our restore point before that restore point, which would be before we got to this point, and spoke to the Atlas, and then we could leave, get the heart, come back before we activated the pillars. So with any luck, it'll let us do this. If not, we're kind of screwed. Fuck. Fills my mind, I am consumed. Well, son of a bitch. What does the log say? We're the mark of the denier. So this moved forward, so I don't actually think it's going to let us... I don't think it's going to let us proceed. So if you give me a minute, I'm going to see if I can reload before that point. I'll just need a moment here. And let's see. Hold, please. So this is fairly interesting. When I reloaded, unfortunately, the only place I could reload was when we got out of our starship. We already have the mark. There's nothing I can do to get back beyond that. But interestingly enough, when I reloaded this point, we're not at the same. We don't have the same station interior. It's gone back to the default station. So we talked to the interface. At the last, when the Atlas asked me for its final input, I had walked away. It led me down a path that made me a constant source of data, a part of its endless algorithm. I refused to go any further, and yet I found myself standing before it once more. What do I want to prove? That I still have the strength to make my own way, that I wear the mark of freedom with pride? Discharge the mark. So now I have to charge this mark up? By what? Okay, so, well, I guess we continue on. I don't understand. Now, I don't understand now what we're supposed to be doing. But you can see we're back to the default station, which has... You know, it doesn't... The default station doesn't seem to give us any words. The only time we got words were when we were on the Atlas path. So, we're kind of SOL for words now. Assuming we haven't used all the words, or haven't learned all the words. Is this one a word? Oh, there we learned a word. Okay. So, we now have this mark, which I guess we have to wear. And then eventually, I guess we come back to the Atlas and discharge it. I don't know. The story, which seems to have been able to come to an end twice now, just keeps kind of dragging along. And I don't know whether I like that or I don't like that. It's almost frustrating. It's almost frustrating because I did not mean to do this. I did not mean to continue this on. Now I have to do more exploration. I don't really know what the exploration entails. but we're still moving. Like this is the second time I've prepared, and the second time it's led me astray by not telling me what I needed or not preparing me for, meeting the Atlas. So it's a little frustrating in that regard. It's a little frustrating in that regard because now I got to undo all this preparation to get back to whatever I'm supposed to be doing, which at this point I don't even know. I have to wear this thing. I don't know what to do with this thing. So it's at 0%. Empower the mark as you discover systems, planets, and objects across the universe. So I guess I got to charge this up. It says charge equipment with nanite clusters. I don't understand. Nanite clusters. I get nanite clusters from processing. I mean, I could get nanite clusters from processing. What you call it? So, do I really need to do exploration here, or can I just get it from doing mold? Not really sure. And I don't know how many nanite clusters it needs. Is this the end of collecting nanites? Because now it's all going to go to charging this thing up? I don't know. But we're going to find out. So let's take 10. Put them in our exosuit. See what happens. We get anything? Doesn't look like we got anything. I don't know. I don't know what this is all about. Supercharge it now. So I don't know if we can just do it this way, or if we have to, because there's no option here to like just use the nanite clusters to charge it. It's still 0%. There doesn't appear to be a way to. It says used for charging and upgrading. What happens if I put this in my starship? Let's go freighter inventory. What happens if I put it in my freighter inventory? Is it there? It's not. So you go straight up to here. So how do you? I don't understand how you would. I don't think we've scanned this system, so let's scan the system. Make some discoveries here. So we just discovered planets. Not really understanding how it works or how it functions. We're like headed in the total opposite direction from the galactic core, though, which kind of sucks. You know what? Let's jump down to this black hole system. At a jump range. Ah, you pricks. How far is it? It's only 188 light years. Oh, is it because I'm low on fuel? Am I low on fuel? How much fuel I got? Oh, it's out of jump range because I took all the shit off the freighter. God damn it. Alright. Whoops. Let's put everything back on the freighter. Should probably put everything back on ourselves too, but... Okay. There we go. Wait. Transfer to freighter, 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 and freighter. So our freighter should be loaded now. Okay, now we should be able to jump. Now we should be able to jump to that black hole. There we go. Huzzah! Off to the black hole system. Alright. This was also discovered by Bass. Bastards. Alright. See if we can get far enough away so that, where's the galactic core? The black hole over there. Galactic core is that way. Okay. So, I see you, galactic core. Temporal warp computer required. We have a temporal, we have a red. We have a red. Yeah, red. Well, that's because it's too far? That one's also red. It says temporal. That one's red, it'll let us go there. That's a yellow. Out of jump range. Let's go here. We did a far bit of backwards jumping, which kind of annoys me. I was hoping the Atlas Station path was going to take us towards the core, but it did not. It appears to have taken us away from the core. So we've done a lot of jumping in the wrong direction if we were heading towards the core. And the reason I can tell that... Oh, good, we're first contact. The reason I can tell that is because when you look at the freighter warp map, it'll show you places you've been. So if we look towards the galactic core, you can see the path that's outlined there, but you can also see that path down there? See those paths outlined down here? We've already been here. Those are paths that we've already traveled. We've already traveled that path there. We've already traveled that path there. We've traveled down here. You can see that line there. We traveled to here. We traveled up there. To here. We've been all through this area. We've been over here. And you can see the path going that way. You can see all the paths over here. These are places we've already been. Way over here. So, when I take us back to our location, okay, and we look towards the galactic core, we've already been over there. This is all, we've already been way over here. Way over here. So we have done so much backtracking away from the core that it's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens when you let the autopilot fly. So we could make some pretty hefty jumps to get out here. To catch back up. Let's jump to this red system. It doesn't show anything here. There are planets, but it shows blank, blank, blanky. Blank, blank, blanky, blank. It's a blank, blank, blanky, blank. Uncharted. Data unavailable. We got no data for the system. No economy, no conflict level data, nothing. Uncharted. No data. We got a bleak planet, we got a fragmented planet, we got a contaminated planet. Interesting. Do we have a station? I don't think we have a station, because if we had a station, we would have information on what was here. But right now we have no station. So, we're in kind of a blank system right now. We got no idea what's here. I'm gonna take my better ship because I'm not worried about getting caught by the Atlas. I should probably put the ship back on me. There is something right there. I think it's a rock. Activated cadmium with high sentinel activity. Where's the other planets? Where are the other planets? There should be another 2. Maybe they're behind it. Might be behind this big boy. Oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, yeah, there's 2. Got one peak in there. And there's one right there. That's contaminated. So we'll jump through the rings and see the planet behind. I think that's the broken one. Or the broken planet behind it. This one here? Yeah, fragmented planet. Let's take a look at the fragmented planet. I don't know if there's going to be any life forms or anything on it, but there's could be some stuff we could probably scan. Oh, we got a derelict crater. Look at that. She be busted. She be broken. Usually these will call in pirates. We're gonna blast the cargo pods. See what's on them. We'll get some gold on that one. What's on this one? Yep, here comes the pirates. As soon as you attack the cargo pods, the pirates show up. Usually 1 or 2 per container. Deploying combat frigate. Does that mean my ship's coming? That'd be cool. Did my frigate come to help me? Here's my frigate. I think that's my frigate. If you came to help me, buddy, you might want to open fire. Yeehaw. Actually, don't pay, buddy. Well, it does in my case, but not in your case. Bye-bye. Attack ships defeated. Huzzah. I like the fact my frigate showed up. That was cool. I don't think there's anything else on board this thing. Pretty sure there's not anyway. I think it's just the 2 storage containers. Alright, back to the planet. Well, back to traveling to the planet, I should say. I don't think we're going to have any life forms or anything on here, on this planet. It's just going to be straight up. Might be a couple of things to scan, but I don't think it'll be anything really spectacular. But I figure we'll land here and take care of it first. Got some kind of interesting plants. Did any of that get charged? Oh, I'm at 10%. Look at that. Okay. Let's call in our vehicle. So we can scan from it. Whoop. Get back on our vehicle. We can scan from this thing. Those are weird little cubes. So there are critter like life forms here. They're just not critters. They're like cubes kind of things. I don't really think there's going to be much more here than what we've scanned now. Oh, maybe down there. I think there's a few more things. Okay. What do we got for discoveries? 1 out of 1. Flora, 0 discovered. I don't think there is any. So we got 1 fauna, 1 out of 1. We got 5 minerals discovered. Doesn't say if there's more than 5. Just says 1 out of 1 fauna. Doesn't really say if there's more to discover or not. I'm gonna guess that's all there is to scan. It's kind of one of those weird worlds that just doesn't really have anything kind of spectacular about it. Oh, there's something. Guess that one's different than that one. Is this upping my thing at all? Oh, 45%. Hell, we're getting there. Not gonna take long to charge this. Alright. Hopefully we just need to charge it and that's it. Charge it, go visit an Atlas station, and that's it. We don't have to do any other shit other than that. I got the friggin' stone with me. Hopefully that's it. Because I want to get the hell out of the Euclid system. Okay, we got quite a bit of stuff here. Planet-wide desiccation. Nice. Your truck. Come hither. Let's get the scanning. And all kinds of shit here by the looks of it. Come on, you. There you are. that wasn't a critter. That wasn't a critter I got a scan of. Oh, there's one right here. Scan, you prick. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, that's still not that guy. That one. It's still not that guy. Okay. I'm trying to get you, buddy. Alright, gotcha. Sentinel drones incoming for what? Are they hostile on this planet? There might be hostile drones on this planet. Five out of 11 fauna, okay. More fauna to discover, obviously. It might not be here. Oh, shit, there was something there. Another mineral. It's a critter? There's one over that hill there, too. Ah, the little worm guys. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, how are we doing on our recharge? 100% charged. Okay. So we'll go visit Atlas again. We'll discharge this thingy and hope the hell it knows what to do. There we go. So, where's our other ship? Alright, we'll trigger this guy to be our primary starship. Okay. Jump to an Atlas station. Oh, I guess I gotta fly to the Atlas anyway, so could have just done that. That was our fuel. I'm gonna say fuck it and just leave everything on our freighter. How's our fuel? 20%. Let's load you up a little. Okay, Atlas Station, where are you? Here's Atlas Station is down there. Okay. I'm just gonna leave everything on my freighter. Screw it. Not gonna tear my freighter apart again. We'll take the ship, fly to the Atlas, and hopefully the hell it knows what to do. And it'll let us go to the next system. Thinks I'm trying to prove a point here, but I really want to get to the next system. Alright. Okay. Let's go. Coming for you, Atlas. I am desperately trying to not leave myself having to travel to the center of the galaxy to get to the next system, or the next galaxy, because that would suck. I'd rather just pick the lush galaxy and let's go to it. Well, that doesn't bode well. That doesn't bode well. The first word we learn here is denied. And then hesitate. Good luck. Yeah, we already... What do I want to prove? That I still have the strength? Yada yada yada. Discharge the mark. Feel the mark burn as I press it into the Atlas interface, and the energy flows through a crimson magnetism that drags me inwards. Pull away. I've passed my own test. Now what? I don't want to be stuck in the Euclid galaxy. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna head back to my freighter. And we'll call it there, because we're almost at 3 hours now, and I don't really know how much longer it's going to take. I thought this was going to be the last episode. I thought we were going to proceed to the Euclid, or the next galaxy. But here we are, trying to figure out what the hell's next. So we'll head back to our freighter, as I said, and we'll try to figure this out. We'll try to figure out what the hell the next step is. I was hoping the discharge was going to get us there, but apparently not. So now I got to figure out whether we're... Oops, sorry, buddy. I got to figure out whether we're now trapped in the Euclid galaxy and have to make our way to the core, or whether we still have another chance to pick the galaxy we want to go to. Because if we're stuck and have to travel to the core, that's going to suck. That's really going to suck. That's a long trip. But, you know, we'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it till we get there. I was bound and determined to keep this series running until I reach till I get out of Euclid, and then after that it was going to just go to a occasional kind of thing, you know. So we're gonna do it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. So, take care, everybody. That's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully, you're enjoying the trip here, and hopefully you're not going to make the same mistakes that I made. But anyways, take care, everybody. This is Jody, and I'm signing off. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.